Hi, good morning once again. In the last class, we have seen what is meant by alkyl halides, their preparatory methods, and lastly, we have seen Markovnikov's rule and the opposite one, anti-Markovnikov's addition. Okay, I think these are quite familiar to you and very easy for you. I don't know exactly whether it is so or not. Anyway, today let us go through aliphatic nucleophilic substitution. This is the slide that we have stopped last day. Then nucleophilic substitution reactions. Let me give you some idea regarding nucleophilic substitution reactions. What is a substitution reaction? Substitutes. The term substitute is familiar to you, especially with the football, the game of football. See, what is it? If some player happens to be sick or some inconvenience during the play, then another player will come instead of him as a substitute. That is the method of substitution. Replacement of one by another. That is substitution. Here also, substitution reaction means in this reaction, one nucleophile displaces another nucleophile. Then comes the other concept, what is a nucleophile. Nucleophile means it comes from two words, nucleus plus philos or phile. Nucleo means anything that carries positive charge. Nucleus. It's related to nucleus, positive charge. Phile means it's a word come from philo. Philo means love. So phile means it's a adjective form, laughing. Nucleophile means nucleus loving species. Got the idea? So there must be negative charge. For a species to be in obsession with a nucleus, a positive charge, there will be negative charge. So nucleophiles are all species having negative charge or a lone pair of electrons. Got the idea? And let me explain in this way. Nucleophilic substitution reactions are those reactions in which one nucleophile will be replaced by another nucleophile, or better, a stronger nucleophile displaces a weaker nucleophile from an alkyl halide. These are the reactions. Okay, let me go through the schematic representation. This is a nucleophile carrying a negative charge, and this is an alkyl halide, and this is the bond under consideration. And this bond, the halogen and carbon bonding, that is a typical bond that is under our consideration, that is somewhat polarized. It's because of the electronegativity difference between the carbon and the halogen. This bond will get polarized. Here, carbon atom will get a slight positive charge, whereas the halogen atom will get a slight negative charge. Into this polarized bond, this nucleophile attacks from the backside of this carbon and displaces this weaker nucleophile. So, one bond will get cleaved, that's carbon halogen bond will get cleaved, and a new bond will form between the carbon and the nucleophile. See, carbon and nucleophile. So bond cleaving as well as bond making, or in better terms, bond breaking as well as bond making happens in the given typical nucleophilic substitution reactions. Okay, and this one is the nucleophile, this one is the reactant, this is the product, and this is the leaving group. The displaced nucleophile is usually known as the leaving group, LG, leaving group. Okay, these are the examples for nucleophilic substitution reactions. First one is substitution of this halogen atom by hydroxyl group. Alkyl halides on treatment with boiling aqueous NaOH or KOH or with moist silver oxide undergo hydrolysis to yield alcohols. See, in order to provide alcohols, for formation of alcohols, these are the three reagents used for this reaction. What are they? See, boiling aqueous NaOH or aqueous KOH or moist silver oxide or silver hydroxide. Okay, this is the scheme of the reaction. This is the alkyl halide. When heated with this aqueous NaOH or KOH, what happens? This positive ion of this base reacts with this halogen atom so as to release the KX. Then this R will combine with OH. Hence, as a result, we will get alcohol. Okay, similar is the reaction with the NaOH. And see, if it is AgOH, there will be removal of one AgX along with the formation of alcohol. A similar reaction. I am not going for much details. So, it is because as far as the syllabus point of view is concerned, only peripheral ideas required. Anyway, you may be asked to write reactions in a simple way. Examples for formation of alcohols. See, this is iodomethane. Let me give you another aspect. See, a given reaction can be represented in two ways. One in general way. General way means instead of typical groups, there will be R or AR, whatever it is. Okay, as I have shown earlier, see, this one is a general representation. R can be anything, any group, aliphatic group. Instead, if there may be instead of R, there can be AR also. That AR represents aryl group. Okay, this is a way of representation of a general reaction, general way. And this is the specific way. Specific means typical examples. Instead of general examples, we give special groups, certain groups. See, this is iodomethane. Iodomethane, when reacts with the aqueous KOH under boiling, what happens? There is the formation of methanol along with the liberation of Ki. This is the specific example. Now you know the difference between a general example and a specific example. I repeat, this is an example for a general equation. R can be anything, any group. R or AR, whatever it is. And see, instead of R, if you put exact groups, specific groups, so it's a specific reaction. That is the way of writing organic reactions. Okay. Let me go to the other example. Chloroethane. See, this is the chloroethane. Chloroethane reacts with the silver hydroxide, moist silver hydroxide. On boiling condition, there will be the formation of ethanol with the liberation of AgCl. Okay. Then 4 or 5 reactions are there. All the reactions have got the same course. Okay. Substitution by alkoxy group. When alkyl halides are heated with sodium or potassium alkoxide, ethers are obtained. This reaction is known as Williamson synthesis. As far as the examination point of view is concerned, this is an important point. Williamson synthesis. There may be questions for your public examination regarding Williamson synthesis. See, alkyl halide, I have already told you this is a general example. RX. RX stands for any alkyl halide. R can be CH2CH3, CS3 or butyl group, isopropyl group, whatever it is. So it's a general example. Alkyl halide reacts with the sodium alkoxide. See, then when reaction proceeds, what happens? Sodium and this halogen, they combine together and will be eliminated as NaX. Then this R will be attached to OR. So the product will be ROR. You know the functional group. This stands for ROR dash stands for ether. So the product will be ether. Okay. Then we shall go for the specific examples. See, bromomethane. This one is bromomethane. When reacts with sodium methoxide under hot condition, the product will be methoxymethane. You know the naming of ethers. Methoxymethane plus NaBr. Similarly, iodoethane reacts with the sodium methoxide so as to form methoxyethane. Okay. Then reaction with Ag2O. Here also, what happens? The product will be an ether. See, two molecules of an alkyl halide reacts with the Ag2O, the silver oxide. Under hot condition, you will get an ether. See, there are two alkyl groups here and there will be one oxygen atom. During elimination of two molecules of AgX, these two alkyl groups will get attached to this oxygen atom, hence the product ROR, ether. Okay, plus AgX. This is a general example. See, this is a specific example. Methyl iodide reacts with the what? Ag2O. Two molecules of methyl iodide under the reaction with Ag2O to form methoxymethane. Okay. Then substitution by cyanide group. When alkyl halides are heated with alcoholic potassium cyanide, alkyl cyanides are obtained as the major product. See, alkyl halide, this KCN, alcoholic solution of KCN. Alkyl halides are made to react with the alcoholic solution of ACl at high temperature. Then the product you get is alkyl cyanide. And in this case, you can have two products, alkyl cyanides and alkyl isocyanides. And out of this, the major product will be alkyl cyanide. Okay. Purification becomes somewhat difficult. Whatever it is, alkyl cyanide we will get as the major product. Then this was the general example, and see, this is a typical example, specific example for this reaction. Bromethane reacts with the KCN. Okay, reacts with the alcoholic solution of KCN so as to form propane nitrile. Why it is so? Alkyl cyanides are nothing but nitriles. Cyanides are trivial names, whereas nitriles, the term nitrile stands for the IUPAC name. Okay. Why it is known as propane nitrile? See, the IUPAC, according to IUPAC name, the name comes from four terms. What are they? Prefixes, word root, then primary suffix and secondary suffix. Prefixes are used for indicating substituents. Word root represents the number of carbon atoms in that longest chain of the compound. Then primary suffix depends on the type of saturation or unsaturation. ANE for alkene, ENE for alkene, YNE for alkyne. Okay, and lastly the secondary suffix. Secondary suffix that corresponds to the functional group. If it is here it is nitrile. Functional group is cyano group, and the IUPAC term secondary suffix used for representing cyanide is nitrile. So how many carbon atoms? Word root will be 3. Why it is so? The functional group itself carries one carbon. So 1, 2, 3. 3 carbons. Hence the name propane nitrile. Okay. Then next reaction, substitution by isocyanate group. This reaction is also known as formation of isocyanates or carbylamines. When alkyl halides are heated with alcoholic silver cyanide, alkyl isocyanates are obtained as the major product. Just like as in the case of the previous reaction, formation of cyanides, here also there will be the formation of a mixture of product. Out of these, the major product will be alkyl isocyanate or carbylamine. Isocyanates are also known as carbylamines. See, let me explain this in this way. alkyl halide reacts with the alcoholic solution of AgCN so as to form alkyl isocyanide. Alkyl cyanides will also be there as a product, but only a minor product, less than 10%. Okay, and see what is the basis of this reaction. In the previous reaction, we use KCN, alcoholic solution of KCN, so as to give alkyl cyanide. Here we use silver cyanide, alcoholic solution of silver cyanide, so as to form alkyl cyanide. The difference between the two reagents, alcoholic solution of KCN and alcoholic solution of AgCN, see that lies in the polar nature or the covalent nature of the bond between KCN and AgCN. KCN is purely ionic, whereas AgCN is purely covalent. Hence the difference. I am not going for much details. Anyway, the time being you understand only this thing. Alkyl halide reacts with the silver cyanide, alcoholic solution of silver cyanide, so as to form alkyl cyanide and alkyl isocyanide and alkyl cyanide. Out of this, the alkyl isocyanide will be the major product, up to 90%. You have to separate the product. And a specific example is also given. Bromethane reacts with the alcoholic solution of AgCN, gives ethyl carbylamine or ethyl isocyanide. Ethyl isocyanide. Another name is ethyl carbylamine. Isocyanides are known as carbylamines. Okay. Then next reaction is substitution by nitrite group. Alkyl halides on heating with alcoholic potassium nitrate, alkyl nitrites are obtained. I repeat, alkyl halides on heating with alcoholic potassium nitrate, alkyl nitrites are obtained. This one is alkyl halide. This one is potassium nitrite, alcoholic solution of potassium nitrate. We will get alkyl nitrite. Here also you can have two products, alkyl nitrites and nitroalkanes. Out of this, alkyl nitrite will be the major product. Let me give you a specific example. Bromethane reacts with alcoholic solution of potassium nitrite. Okay, under boiling, you will get ethyl nitrite. Ethyl nitrite. Next reaction, substitution by nitro group. Here, when alcoholic silver nitrate is heated with the alkyl halides, nitroalkanes are obtained as the major product. Minor product will also be there, that will be alkyl nitrites. Almost similar reactions. The previous one and this one. So almost similar reaction. Okay. See the specific example. Sorry, I am not. I didn't give the general example. See, alkyl halide reacts with alcoholic solution of silver nitrite. What happens? The major product will be nitroalkane, and the minor product I haven't shown here. Alkyl nitrites are also there. Okay, the major product will be nitroalkane. See, iodoethane. This is a specific example. Iodoethane reacts with the silver nitrate, alcoholic silver under boiling. There will be the formation of nitroethane. Nitro group is the prefix, and this one is ethane. Position 1. So we are not indicating, since this is in the first position, we are not giving the position of the nitro group. Simply nitroethane. Then substitution by carboxylate group. When alkyl halides are heated with the alcoholic solution of silver salts of fatty acids, silver fatty acids are nothing but carboxylic acid. Esters are formed. See, this is the silver salt of a carboxylic acid or a fatty acid. It reacts with the alcoholic solution of alkyl halide. There will be the formation of ester. See, there will be elimination of AgX. So this R group will get attached to this carboxyl group, so as to form this ester, R-COOR. This is a functional group corresponding to ester. So it will be ester. This was the general example, and this is the typical example. Then silver acetate. This is a silver salt of acetic acid. Reacts with iodomethane in alcoholic solution on boiling. There will be elimination of AgI so as to form the ester methyl acetate. Methyl acetate. This is a trivial name. According to IUPAC, this alkyl part or the alkoxy part. Okay. Methyl ethanoate. This will be the IUPAC name. Methyl ethanoate. This is the alkyl branch, or the branch corresponding to the alcohol. It is indicated by alkyl. Alkyl, generally alkyl. This one is ethanoate. Ethyl ethanoate. Sorry, methyl ethanoate. This is the IUPAC name. According to trivial, this one is methyl acetate. Then substitution by alkynyl group. What is alkyne? You know this thing. Higher alkynes. So some correction is there. Alkyne. Higher alkyne. Not A-N-E, Y-N-E. Higher alkynes are produced when alkyl halides are treated with sodium alkynides. This is what is an alkyl halide. See, sodium alkynide. So general example. So there will be liberation of removal of NaX so as to form RC triple bond CR dash. A higher alkene. A higher alkene. Okay. We don't know exactly what are the R groups and R dash groups. So we cannot give a specific name. And this is since it is the general example. See, this is the specific example. Iodomethane reacts with the sodium propylide. Sodium propylide or propylide. There will be liberation of sodium iodide with the combination of this CH3 with this carbon atom so as to form butyl. How many carbon atoms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So butyl. And the triple bond is present at the second position. Whenever you number from this end, it's at the second position, and instead if you number from this end, this also will be the second position. So no need of giving the number. So simply we give butyl. Okay. Then substitution by amino group. When heated with excess of alcoholic ammonia under pressure, alkyl halides yield primary amines. Reaction must be with the calculated quantity of alkyl halide and ammonia. If there is excess alkyl halide, reaction will take another course. That means the primary amine formed during the reaction. I shall show you the reaction. See, alkyl halide reacts with ammonia to form alcoholic solution of ammonia under pressure so as to form primary amine. If there are excess alkyl halide, this alkyl halide further reacts with the primary amine. So as in this way, primary amine reacts with the alkyl halide under the same conditions of temperature and pressure so as to form the secondary amine. This secondary amine further reacts with the alkyl halide so as to form a tertiary amine. And this tertiary amine can further react with alkyl halide so as to form a quaternary ammonium salt. That is why I have given in this way. See, when heated with excess alcoholic ammonia under pressure, alkyl halides yield primary amines. If you want to get only primary amines instead of a mixture, you have to use excess ammonia. So, in this case, you might have heard about the term limiting reactant. In the higher secondary syllabus, you have studied what is meant by limiting reactant and action of limiting reactant. Here in this case, the limiting reactant is alkyl halide. With excess alcohol ammonia, alkyl halide forms the limiting reactant. So reaction takes place in such a way that there is a formation of only primary amines along with unreacted ammonia. But if you use excess alkyl halide, reaction will take another course, as I have already told you, to form a mixture of primary, secondary and tertiary amines and quaternary ammonium salt. See, in this way. And this is the general case why reaction is written in this way: R and AR, etc. R and X. So not any specific alkyl halide. So it's a general example. See, formation of amine. A specific example is given. Methyl iodide reacts with ammonia. So what will be the primary amine? See, here there will be elimination of one HI. So this NH2 group, this is a functional group, will get attached to the CH3 group. Hence the name methenamine. Reaction conditions are there. You have to heat methyl iodide with this ammonia, alcoholic solution of ammonia under pressure, so as to form methenamine. This methenamine further reacts with the methyl iodide so as to, under the same conditions of temperature and pressure, so as to form N-methyl methenamine. This is a UPS name. N-substituted amine. N-methyl methenamine. I am going for much details. N-methyl methenamine further reacts with another molecule of methyl iodide under same conditions of temperature and pressure so as to form N-dimethyl methenamine. And this, since there is one more lone pair, this can act as a nucleophile again. Hence, this will further react with another molecule of methyl iodide so as to form a quaternary ammonium salt. And that I have shown here. Then substitution by higher halogen. The last reaction, as I think, for today's class, this is the last reaction. When alkyl halides, especially alkyl chlorides and alkyl bromides, when heated with methanolic solution of potassium iodide, alkyl iodides are obtained. See, alkyl iodide, this one is alkyl chloride. Alkyl halide, alkyl chloride, specifically alkyl chloride, reacts with methanolic solution of potassium iodide. Okay. Methanolic solution of potassium iodide, we will get alkyl iodide. Alkyl chloride, you should specifically write alkyl chloride. We cannot say halide. Why? Only chlorides and bromides will give the reaction, not iodides. Hence, we have to specifically say whether it is alkyl chloride or alkyl bromide. Alkyl chloride reacts with methanolic solution of potassium iodide so as to give alkyl iodide. Okay. A specific example is given. Bromoethane or ethyl bromide reacts with the methanolic solution of potassium iodide so as to give ethyl iodide or iodoethane. Okay, that's all for today. Let me stop here. Organic chemistry എങ്ങനെ തോന്നുന്നു നിങ്ങൾക്ക്? ചെറിയ കോൾഡ് ഉണ്ട്, അതുകൊണ്ട് ചെറിയൊരു തുമ്മലൊക്കെ വരുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇതൊന്ന് എഴുതി പഠിക്കണം കേട്ടോ. എല്ലാം അല്ല, ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ പേപ്പറുകളൊക്കെ നോക്കുക. ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള കുറച്ചെണ്ണമൊക്കെ നിങ്ങൾ എഴുതി പഠിക്കുക. കൃത്യമായിട്ട് പറയാനും എഴുതാനും ഇക്വേഷൻ എഴുതാനൊക്കെ നിങ്ങൾ പഠിച്ചാൽ ഫുൾ മാർക്ക് കിട്ടും. ഇനി നമുക്ക് കാണാനുള്ളത് ഈ ആലിഫാറ്റി ന്യൂക്ലിയോഫിലിക് സബ്സ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷൻ റിയാക്ഷനുകളുടെ എന്താ പറയുക മെക്കാനിസം ആണ്. രണ്ട് മെക്കാനിസം പഠിക്കാനുണ്ട്. ഡീറ്റെയിൽ നമുക്ക് അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സുകളിൽ നമുക്ക് പറയാം. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ നിർത്തട്ടെ. ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു ഫോർ യുവർ പേഷ്യൻസ്.